Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another story time this week. Our theme is going to be all about trees. Trees do a ton of really good things for us. Take a minute and think in your head about some of the great things that trees do for us. Can you think of any? I feel like the one I hear most often is that trees make the air that we breathe, and that's true. So trees use the sunlight in a process called photosynthesis to make food for themselves, but part of that process releases oxygen back out into the air, and that's what we need to breathe. So without trees, we wouldn't be able to breathe. We get a lot of things from trees, right? I'm going to read you a book. What's a book made out of? Paper. Where do we get paper from? Trees, exactly right. Even, you can't see it, but the chair that my computer is on is a wood chair. So we need wood for things like furniture. We need wood to build buildings. We need forests for lots of things. I had an apple at breakfast today. That apple came from a tree. So some of our fruits come from trees. Our syrup comes from trees. So we get all sorts of products from trees. Let's see, what else do trees do for us? Trees have roots that grow really deep down into the ground, and that helps hold our soil in place and it prevents erosion. It also, because it's holding that soil in place, it helps filter our water. So rain that falls down on the forest, it's going to move really slowly back out to a stream or wherever it might be going in the watershed. But as it does that, those trees help us filter or clean our water. In fact, the city of New York actually years and years ago invested in protecting a forest upstream of New York City because they knew that that was going to help protect their water supply for the city, which is pretty cool. Trees also give us shade. So around my house, I have lots of trees, and in the summer, it helps keep my house kind of nice and cool for me because it provides me with a lot of shade. Trees also provide us a place to go have fun, right? They help, or we have forests in our state parks or our state forests. They're great for hiking and exploring, camping. Bike rides through the forest are pretty cool. So we do lots of fun things in the forest. And then lastly, or the last that we're going to talk about, trees do a lot of cool things for us. I could probably go on all day. But the last thing and what our story is going to be about today is that they provide habitat for a lot of our plants and animals. So 80% of biodiversity, or plants and animals that live on land, so not in the ocean but on land, live in a forest. 8 out of every 10 plants or animals. So that's pretty cool. We need our forests and our trees. They're super important. So today's story is going to be about other animals that also need trees. Our book is called The Busy Tree. It's written by Jennifer Ward and illustrated by Lisa Falkenstern. Before I begin, I'll show you the cover as a little hint. But can you think of animals that use trees, maybe specific animals? And I challenge you to think of one that's not on the cover and see if it shows up in this book. Okay. I am a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. These are my roots, winding and long. They anchor and feed me and help me grow strong. Who lives underground near the tree? No. Look at my acorns, shiny and round, nibbled by chipmunks who scratch at the ground. So some animals get their food from trees. Here's my trunk, where busy ants scurry, searching for food as they march in a hurry. This is a spider that lives in my bark, spinning a web from dawn until dark. A woodpecker searches, eager to munch, tapping for bugs it will eat for its lunch. Visit my hollow that is home to an owl. He sleeps all day long then at night starts to prowl. What do we call animals that are awake during the night? Nocturnal, that's right. These are my branches, leafy and high, a sidewalk for squirrels that soar through the sky. One of my branches cradles a nest, a cozy, warm home where new hatchlings rest. Look at this small twig that holds a cocoon, protecting a moth that will emerge soon. Hear my green leaves as they shake in the wind, breathing out air for all to breathe in. So again, they release oxygen for us to breathe. These are my boughs that creak, bend, and sway, shading the children below as they play. Have any of you ever been on a swing that was tied up to a tree branch? A boy finds an acorn I shake from my top, among autumn leaves that swirl as they drop. A girl plants a seed, so that acorn is the tree's seed. It grows towards the sky, taller and stronger as seasons pass by, becoming a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. So that's our challenge to you this week, is to go and see, go explore a tree. We saw that a lot of different animals use the trees. They need it for their habitat. They might get different things from it, whether that's shelter or food. And they use different parts of it. We saw a mole down in the roots of the tree, spiders in the bark, animals up in the leaves and the branches of the tree. So explore a whole tree somewhere around where you live and see what you can find. Thank you for coming to Storytime. Get outside and look at some trees, and we hope to see you again next week. Bye.